So I thought long and hard about which cold wallets would make it on this year's best of list, and it wasn't easy. But after testing all of these different wallets, including all of the latest models from the most popular brands, I was able to narrow it down to 5 of my favorite cold wallets. Now, there are many things to consider when choosing a cold wallet, from security to user friendliness and of course coin support. That said, all of these wallets have their own pros and cons, so my main goal with this list is to include at least one wallet that would work best for a beginner, someone who's more intermediate, and then of course your advanced crypto user. So if the first wallet on this list doesn't meet your needs, I think another one will. Also, you can find discount codes for every wallet I mention in this video in the description of this video, so make sure to take advantage of those savings. Now let's check out my personal favorite cold wallets of the year. Tangem is first on my list. This is a credit card-like wallet, and it is the most user-friendly cold wallet on the market. It only takes a couple of minutes to set up because the app walks you through the entire setup process step by step, and it is super easy. It uses NFC technology to connect to your mobile phone so you can manage all of your crypto on the Tangem app. That means you can send, receive, sell, exchange, and even stake certain coins all directly from the Tangem app. So whether you're on the go or just at home, you can use your phone to manage all of your crypto with this wallet. Tangem is a mobile-only wallet, so you cannot use a desktop device with it. However, something that's really unique with Tangem is that it comes in a pack of 2 or 3 cards. And the reason it comes with 2 or 3 cards is because each additional cards act as your backup, similar to a recovery phrase. This is because you can set up the Tangem wallet without a seed phrase. That way you nor anyone else will ever know your seed phrase, considering that's how some wallets are compromised. Of course, this is up to you. You can also generate a wallet the traditional way using a seed phrase. You can generate a 12-word seed phrase with the Tangem wallet. You can also import a 12, 15, 18, 21, or 24-word seed phrase into your wallet if you already have a seed phrase that you want to use on the Tangem card. The tap is super easy to use to initiate and confirm transactions. All you have to do is hold your card up to your phone, and that acts as your digital signature. But what happens if the app disappears or Tangem shuts down? Well, this is one of the reasons why Tangem is so secure. The Tangem app is 100% open source and viewable on GitHub. Not only does this prove that there are no vulnerabilities or backdoors, but anyone can take that code from GitHub and recreate the app, worst case scenario. During setup, the Tangem app will also authenticate and verify that your wallet and its firmware is 100% authentic. As for the company itself, Tangem doesn't rely on their servers to function, so even if Tangem were to go out of business, you can still use your Tangem wallet because it relies on the blockchain, not Tangem. Also, you never have to worry about updating the firmware on the Tangem card. All you have to worry about updating is the Tangem app, and this introduces new coin support and different functionalities on the app. That said, the firmware in the Tangem wallet is not open source, and this is mainly due to the use of the EAL6 Plus secure element chip, which securely stores your private key inside the card. Most wallets that use this kind of chip aren't allowed to disclose certain information about the chip, therefore their firmware cannot be open sourced. However, just because its firmware is not open source, that doesn't mean that Tangem is not secure. The card itself and its firmware has been audited by 2 cybersecurity companies, Kudelski Security and Riskcure, both of which found there were no vulnerabilities or backdoors in the firmware that we have to worry about. Along with the secure element chip that stores your private keys, Tangem also requires that you set up an access code to access your wallet, as well as approve transactions. That way, even if you were to lose one of your cards and someone else got a hold of it and downloaded the Tangem app, they would still not be able to access your Tangem wallet. Along with its security, Tangem is actually the most durable cold wallet on the market. It's IP68 rated, which means it's waterproof, dustproof, and resistant to extreme temperatures. Plus, it's unaffected by X-rays, EMPs, and electrostatic discharges, so it can handle pretty much any conditions that you are putting it through. You could take it through airport security, for example, without any issues. Oh yeah, and it comes with a 25-year product replacement warranty. This is the best warranty offered out of any cold storage wallet. So how about Tangem's coin support? Well, it's actually really good. It supports more than 7,000 tokens across 38 different blockchain networks. That said, you can't natively manage NFTs using the Tangem wallet. There's no NFT function in the app. However, you can use Wallet Connect to connect to an NFT marketplace like OpenSea if you want to manage NFTs that way. So it can hold NFTs. There's just no way to manage them on the Tangem app. But again, you can use an NFT marketplace to manage your NFTs with this card. Also, if there's a token that Tangem doesn't support, their support team is really good at adding new tokens at the user request. So if you see a token that's not supported, you can shoot them a message and eventually they'll probably get it added. So how trustworthy is Tangem as a company? Well, they are one of the most popular manufacturers on the market right now, right up there with Ledger and Trezor, but they're also one of the most trusted. They have sold nearly 1 million wallets and not a single one has been hacked. Tangem is headquartered in Switzerland, but they have offices in Dubai and Portugal, and their factories are located in China and Indonesia. They also have warehouses all over the world, including the USA, Slovenia, and Hong Kong, so don't be surprised if your wallet ships from one of those locations. Tangem is also the most affordable wallet on the market. You can get 2 cards for about $50 or 3 cards for $60. I recommend this wallet for any crypto beginner or someone who's looking to upgrade from a hot wallet without sacrificing user friendliness. Next on the list, we have the new and improved Trezor Safe 3. This is Trezor's latest model of their wallet lineup, and it comes with one major upgrade that is definitely a game changer for Trezor wallets at least. By the way, if you want this wallet, make sure to use our discount code CyberScrilla, all caps. I can't drop this discount code in the description because Trezor has a weird rule against that, so I'm letting you know right here. So yeah, definitely use that code if you end up getting this wallet to save some money. What I like most about the Safe 3 is that while it's still super simple to use, Trezor did not sacrifice security just to increase or maintain user friendliness. And in fact, this is now the most secure wallet Trezor offers. One of the main reasons why Trezor is so easy to use is thanks to the Trezor Suite app, which is its native app used to manage all of your crypto. And you can download the app on your Windows, Mac, Linux, or the web app. It does not support mobile yet, or at least there's very little support for mobile. You can't manage your coins using the mobile app. It's a light version, so it is a desktop only wallet. That said, whenever you initiate a transaction using the Trezor app, everything you do has to be approved through the actual device, just like any cold wallet. So it's not like someone can just take over your computer and then control your wallet. You have to have the physical device to approve all transactions. So how secure is the Trezor Safe 3? Well, let's talk about its biggest upgrade, and that is the addition of an EAL6 Plus secure element chip. Again, this chip is used in any secure wallet to store your private key, and it prevents any physical attacks from gaining access to your private key. What's unique about the secure element chip in the Safe 3 is that it protects your device specific PIN, which is 4 to 50 digits, without learning it, and this protects your seed phrase. Now, in my opinion, the best thing about this chip is that it still allows the Safe 3 to remain 100% open source, both its hardware and firmware, completely open source. There are no disclosures, so this is definitely a pro for the Safe 3. But we're just getting started. The Safe 3 is packed full of security features. During the setup process of your Safe 3, Trezor Suite will actually authenticate that the firmware is 100% legit before moving on to the next step. And this is something that only the Safe 3 offer. The previous Trezor models, the Model 1 and Model T, do not offer this because they do not have the secure element chip. One thing I do want to point out is that you can only generate a 12-word seed phrase for the Safe 3, but that's not that bad, especially when you consider this next security feature. The Safe 3 allows you to create a passphrase, also known as an extra word in your seed phrase or a hidden wallet. And this is even more secure than a 24-word seed phrase because you're taking your 12-word seed phrase and adding your own unique word, including numbers, letters, obviously, and symbols to make it completely unique. That way, it makes it pretty much impossible for anyone to ever guess and hack. So even if someone were to get a hold of your seed phrase, they wouldn't be able to access your wallet because they don't know your passphrase. So definitely want to set that up if you use the Trezor Safe 3. Now, if you want to increase security beyond the 12-word seed phrase and maybe even your passphrase, you can set up Shamir Backup, which is an algorithm that basically splits your seed phrase into multiple shares, and then you select the number of those shares that are required to access your wallet. So it's super secure, but how many coins does the Safe 3 support? Well, it's actually pretty similar to Tangem in that it supports 7,000 tokens. Not as many blockchains though, 14 blockchains, so 14 less blockchains than Tangem. And I'm not convinced that Trezor is as good about adding new coins to their coin support as Tangem is, but it definitely, 7,000 tokens should have you covered. If you do end up getting a Safe 3, you definitely want to check which kinds of coins it supports to make sure that it will support the coins that you plan on storing using the device. Assuming you've been in crypto for at least a little bit, you probably know that Trezor has been a leader in the cold wallet industry for more than 10 years now. They're headquartered in Czech Republic, which is also where all of their wallets are manufactured. Now, the Safe 3, the best way that I describe it is it's a plug and play cold wallet. You literally plug it in your computer and it's ready ready to go. It doesn't even have a battery, so you don't have to worry about the battery failing. It turns on right when you plug it in. So this wallet is perfect for complete beginners or even the most advanced crypto users, considering all the security features that it offers. Now, I'm all about affordable wallets, as you'll probably be able to notice after watching this video. The Trezor Safe 3, super affordable, only $79. And again, if you use our discount code Scrilla, you'll get 8% off your order and you'll save even more money. Next is the OneKey Classic. Now, this wallet doesn't look like much, and that's because it's not. It's a bare bones wallet that is extremely user-friendly and has one major feature that I think a lot of people probably desire out of a wallet. And it also has a decent sized screen with 4 buttons to navigate the entire device. With the OneKey Classic, all of your crypto is managed using the OneKey app, but here's the kicker. The OneKey app is available on all devices, so that means iOS, Android, Windows, Mac, Linux, and Chrome OS all support the OneKey app for your OneKey Classic wallet. Both the desktop and mobile versions of the OneKey app are really simple to use. It's really straightforward. If you use the desktop app, you just use the included USB-C cable to connect to your computer that way. And if you're using your mobile device, you can enable Bluetooth on the device and connect it to your mobile phone and manage all of your crypto that way. The setup process, again, is super simple. The app will walk you through the entire process step by step. There's nothing fancy about the OneKey Classic. It is a bare bones wallet, but what's more important than fanciness is its security, and the Classic is packed full of a bunch of security features. So when you set up this wallet, you can choose to create a 12, 18, or 24 word seed phrase along with a device specific PIN code up to 9 digits. That way you'll also need that PIN code before you can even access the device. And similar to the Safe 3, you can add a passphrase to your seed phrase so you get that additional unique word. And also, I forgot to mention this on the Safe 3, it's both the same for the Safe 3 and the Classic. You can enter that passphrase either on the app in the desktop version for OneKey or Trezor, or the mobile version for OneKey, or you can enter it directly on the device, which is what a lot of people prefer to do because it's technically more secure. That way, if someone were watching your computer, they wouldn't be able to see you enter your passphrase. Again, setting up a passphrase makes your wallet literally impossible to hack. Like, there's no way, unless you just create a crappy passphrase, like use the word passphrase or password. But if you're creating a completely unique passphrase, no one is going to be able to get into your crypto wallet. You can also set up a password for the OneKey app, which keeps everyone out except for you, of course. And something that's really unique about the OneKey Classic is that it does have a secure element chip in it, but it is also 100% open source, both the hardware and firmware, completely open source. I mean, for as basic as this wallet looks and is, it's one of the most secure wallets on the market. Again, it has all the security features that you would want out of a cold wallet. Now, the coin support on the Classic isn't as robust as the Tangem or the Safe 3 wallet. It does support a little over 1,000 coins across 70 different blockchains, and of course, it supports all ERC20 tokens. Now, when it comes to OneKey as a brand, their brand recognition is not as great as its competitors like Trezor or Ledger. However, for the last year that I've been using the Classic and its older brother, the OneKey Touch, which is definitely, it works exactly the same as a Classic. However, it has this large 3-inch true color touchscreen. So if you prefer a larger screen, you can definitely check out the Touch. Again, works exactly the same as the Classic, but both wallets, they've never been hacked, and I have not had any issues using either of them. The Classic is super affordable. It's only $89. However, if you were to go with the OneKey Touch, this one will run you $259. So it kind of depends. This is the bare bones version. This is like the luxury premium version with that large touchscreen. So depends on which one you want. They both work exactly the same. I like the OneKey Classic because it secures my crypto, and that's what I want out of a wallet. Now, this next wallet is another one of my favorites, but for a different reason, and that is the Keystone 3 Pro. This is what I call my crypto vault. This is one of the most secure wallets on the market, if not the most secure. I want to start by saying the Keystone 3 Pro is not for everyone. With all its added security features, it's definitely a little more complicated to use. So if you are a complete crypto beginner, or if this is your first cold wallet, I don't necessarily recommend using the Keystone 3 Pro unless you consider yourself tech savvy and you're willing to learn how it works. But if you're someone who considers yourself less tech savvy and you just want like a simple plug and play wallet, that is not the Keystone 3 Pro. It does have a nice 4-inch touchscreen, which makes navigating the device easy, but where things get kind of complicated is how it works. in order to manage your crypto, it doesn't have a native app. It actually uses third-party hot wallets. So for example, if I want to manage Ethereum on the Keystone 3 Pro, I need a MetaMask wallet as well. And then I simply connect the 3 Pro to the MetaMask wallet and manage my crypto that way. Now, the main reason the Keystone 3 is set up this way is to keep everything as decentralized as possible, where wallets like OneKey or Tangem use a native app that's a centralized app, versus using a hot wallet, which is decentralized. And that's exactly why Keystone has done that. And I hope I'm making myself clear. Just because you have to use a hot wallet with the Keystone 3 Pro does not compromise security. It's still super secure because everything still has to be approved on the physical device. The hot wallet is simply used to manage your crypto. So if you want to send crypto, you initiate that transaction in your hot wallet and you approve it, you sign the signature using your Keystone 3 Pro. Now, in terms of actually using the wallet, it does have a camera on the rear of the device. This is used to scan QR codes to initiate transactions, and then using its other security features such as the biometric fingerprint scanner on the back, you can approve the transaction using the device. So speaking of security, let's just jump right into all the security features the 3 Pro offers. In my opinion, again, this is the most secure cold wallet on the market. It actually uses 3 secure element chips. 2 of those are used to protect your private key and seed phrase, and then the third one is used to securely store your biometric fingerprint if you set that up on the device. And this is the only wallet that I know of that uses 3 secure element chips. Also, you can manage up to 3 unique 24-word seed phrases using this one wallet, and then you simply enter the password to access either one of those seed phrases. So basically, it's like you have 3 cold wallets on one device that you can manage all at the same time. It also provides Shamir backup, which, as we already know, is an algorithm that splits the seed phrase into multiple shares. Again, just another method to make your seed phrase more secure. If that's something that you want to set up, you don't have to. Also, for those of you who require a multi-sig setup, Keystone 3 Pro natively offers multi-sig. Also, the Keystone 3 Pro is officially the first wallet to implement what's called anti-blind signing, which takes the smart contract, which is the transaction details, and puts it into a human readable form so that you know exactly what you're signing. This way you don't accidentally sign a malicious transaction, for example. And the 3 Pro only gets more secure. It does come with an optional air gap mode, which, if you don't know, air gap basically eliminates all external forms of communication, which reduces the attack vectors. So Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, USB connections, those are all attack vectors. So it's up to you if you want to use those features. It does have Bluetooth. You can enable it or disable it. It does come with a USB-C cable to update the firmware, so you can use that if you want to. If you want to keep it air gapped, then you can use a micro SD card, download the firmware onto your micro SD card, insert that into the device, and then update the firmware that way. One thing I want to point out is that the Keystone 3 Pro does not come with a micro SD card, so you have to buy that separately. Fortunately, you only need like an 8 or 16 gigabyte micro SD card, and you can buy that at the store for $5 to $10. Also, there's an option to check that the firmware you're installing on the device is 100% legit. You don't have to go through that process, but if you want to, the 3 Pro does offer that. And speaking of firmware, the 3 Pro is 100% open source, both its firmware and hardware. Completely open source. The Keystone 3 Pro has been audited by 2 companies, Slowmist and Key Labs, who both confirmed the code is solid and everything has been addressed and the wallet is good to go and super secure. As for coin support, the 3 Pro supports well over 5,000 tokens across various blockchains. I'm not sure on the exact number of blockchains, and that is because they are still adding different third-party hot wallets that you can use with the Keystone 3 Pro. So the more wallets that they make compatible with the 3 Pro, the more blockchains and coins this wallet will continue to support. One thing I see a lot of people point out is that Keystone is manufactured and headquartered in China, which newsflash, that's pretty much every electronic that you're using. Of course, some of the wallets I previously mentioned on this list are not made in China. However, any device in your home is definitely made in China, or at least has some parts that were manufactured in China. And personally, this is not a concern for me, especially considering the code is 100% open source. That's the point of open source code, to be 100% transparent so that we know there are no vulnerabilities or backdoors in this wallet. Surprisingly, the Keystone 3 Pro is super affordable, and that's even considering the 4-inch touchscreen, its camera, biometric authentication, everything that it comes with. It's only $130, and compared to similar wallets on the market, this is definitely the best bang for your buck. Next, we have a literal vault. So if you're paranoid about about securing your crypto, then BC Vault is the wallet for you. This wallet works unlike any wallet that I have covered on this list, and I recommend this wallet only to advanced users because, again, it is that different. That said, it's by no means the most user-friendly wallet. However, after you learn how to use it, it's actually really straightforward. It's just different. So that's what makes it kind of complicated. If you're used to using even a hot wallet, works similar to cold wallets, this is completely different than a hot wallet and other cold wallets. So it can be kind of complicated to understand. Now there are also, if you go to the website, you'll see that there are a ton of different versions of this wallet. They all function the same. It's just the material they're made out of. The cheapest one is going to be made out of a plastic. And then I have this limited edition gunmetal version. So obviously it's more expensive, but again, they all function the same. They just look different and are made from a different exterior shell. Now the main difference, especially with the user friendliness of BC Vault, is how you generate a wallet. Like with all the previous wallets that we covered on this list, you just tap a button that says create wallet and then you write down your seed phrase and then your wallet is pretty much set up. That is not how BC Vault works. To generate a completely random and always unique private key, you shake the device, literally shake the device, and the internal accelerometer will create a unique private key. And it's done this way because you can't ever shake the device 100% the same, so therefore no one will ever be able to create the exact same private key. From there, the setup process is actually pretty simple. You just download the BC Vault app on your Mac, Linux, or Windows computer and follow the instructions on screen, just like all the other wallets. While every aspect of this wallet is about security, its global password and PIN is the most important security feature that it offers. In fact, BC Vault is so secure that every wallet that is sent out to customers comes preloaded with 1 Bitcoin or with an address that has 1 Bitcoin on it. So if you're able to hack the wallet, you get to keep the Bitcoin. So far, no one has been able to get their 1 Bitcoin though. So with the shaking of the device, that's where the security and the rest of the wallet gets kind of complicated. It's a seedless wallet, therefore you don't actually know your seed phrase. There's no seed phrase, there's no 12, 15, 18, 24 words that you're writing down. You literally shake your wallet and then you have your global password and PIN that you set up, and that's really all that you have to access your wallet. Of course, there are other ways to back up your wallet, which I'll touch on in a second. But again, it is not by writing down a seed phrase. Now the global password and PIN are required every time you want to access your wallet, and it's also connected directly to your private key that you generate from shaking it. And that's why it is so important that you create a robust password and PIN code, because that is really what is securing your wallet. Along with the global password and PIN, you also have to create a password and PIN for each wallet that you add to your BC Vault. So for example, I shake it, I create the private key, and then I create the global password and PIN, and that's the overall password and PIN for the wallet. But then when I want to add my Bitcoin wallet or my Ethereum wallet, those both have their own password and PIN as well, which makes this even more secure. So every time you want to access those wallets or initiate a transaction or approve a transaction, you'll have to enter those individual password and PINs for those wallets and for those tokens, basically. What about backing up your wallet? Because BC Vault is a seedless wallet, there are actually 2 ways you can back up your private key. One is using the micro SD card, and the other way is using encrypted QR codes that you print out on a piece of paper. Now I suggest using both options. The paper option is going to be more durable. When you print out the piece of paper, you want to make sure to write down your password and PIN for each wallet. That way you can easily access it. And then of course you'll have your micro SD cards as backups as well. Another huge security feature is the FE-RAM chip used to store your private key on the wallet. This is similar to a secure element chip in other wallets. However, the FE-RAM chip is the same kind of chip that's used in fighter jets and can even withstand EMP blasts. The reason you don't see this chip in most wallets except for BC Vault is because it is so expensive to use. So yeah, BC Vault is super secure. It just takes someone who is really responsible to manage all the different pins and passwords, and definitely someone who is a little more tech savvy, because it can get a little complicated with all the different wallets. But if you decide to store your crypto on a BC Vault, you can trust that no one is ever going to be able to access it because it is that secure. Now, something that's insane about the BC Vault wallet is that it supports millions of coins. Literally, it probably supports every token you can think of. And there's no third-party apps or wallets that you have to use. You can manage all of those coins natively using the BC Vault app. Considering how secure this wallet is, it's no surprise that this wallet is manufactured in Slovenia and its creators are considered market leaders in IT security. And surprisingly, it's actually pretty affordable. If you get the plastic version, it's $127. If you get one of the more premium versions, like with the metal exterior, it costs right around $190. And if you use our 20% discount code in the description, you'll save even more money. And if you use the actual affiliate link in the description, you'll get 3 free micro SD cards with your order, as well as a free BC Vault t-shirt. So definitely take advantage of that link and discount code if you want this BC Vault wallet. Let me know in the comments which wallet you ended up going with, and then make sure to watch this next video explaining why cold wallets are not as secure as you think. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time.